Hail to the king, baby.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker. Welcome to the party, pal. Happy New Year, day 2. It is subscriber week. Let me have a sip of coffee here. I hope you're well. I am well. I'm excited. Cautiously optimistic for the new label being released today. Cinematograph. Why does that trip me up so much? Whatever, the new one. Cinematograph. It's... I don't know. Doesn't trip off the tongue as normally as other words for me. It is early for me. It is not even 9 a.m. here in cold and cloudless Los Angeles. But I'm warm in your presence. Let me check in with the chat. We will be joined by Tony later in the stream. He is getting things together over on his end, and he'll be telling us whether he subscribed or not. Let me check in with everybody here. Fett says, what treasures await us? We will find out. We will find out very soon because we are only about 10-ish minutes away. Griff says the Cinematograph release, he's hoping for Little Darlings or looking for Mr. Goodbar. That is the two that are in contention the most in terms of like what people think they are. I have a feeling it's going to be something completely fucking different that no one ever thought of, and we're like, oh, all right, great. But we'll see. People picked Existence out of the clouds. I don't know how they chose that one, so I'm very surprised about that. Griff says, cheapo deals in Cardona. We shall see. We shall see. We will... we'll know pretty soon, and we should probably check in with the website to see what is going on over on that end because I don't know what sold out from the last daily deal bundle, the first day. Today we're getting box sets, by the way. I'm going to bring up this page right here. Let's share the screen and see what sold out. Tony, I see you down there. When you're ready, just turn your camera on. All right. 9 minutes to go for the big show. What sold out? I'm going to guess this did not sell out. Oh, actually, close. 311. Oh, you got 9 minutes to grab this, but I wouldn't do it. Wow, a lot of... Well, at least these two dropped under 1,000. Iceman Cometh, still over 1,000. We're getting more Hong Kong stuff this year, so it really depends if you're into that stuff. I found myself being less and less interested in that. In the beginning, it was kind of interesting, but now I'm like, stuff they're choosing doesn't really appeal. Last Gasp, I'm going to guess, is still over 1,000. Man, no one's buying that at all. It's actually one I would recommend. Evil Laugh over 1,000. Wow, none of these have really moved. Cyber Vengeance, I'm going to guess, no, not even that dropped. Wow. Blood Delirium, ridiculous movie. Still over 1,000. Wow, a lot of these are still over 1,000. Air Doll, yikes, moving super slow. This has been out for over a year. Wow. Super slow on that one. We'll see you next year, subscriber week. Most of these. The Mob, okay. The Mob's almost out. Great. The Iglesias movies, 211. All right. Oh, wait. But the Slip is sold out, I think. So it's just at the standard right now. Okay. So that may be reprinted. I mean, I'm not 100% sure on that, but let's see. 11 copies of Sybil. Oh, yeah. 11 copies. Ooh, that's going to... this is like a newer one, too. 2019. I think the director of this did Anatomy of a Fall, which is awesome. 223. And Astrakhan is at 519. Let me bring in my special guest. He's ready to rock and roll over here. Tone Bone!
Hello. Hello. I'm sorry. I have the phone down here and I'm watching the stream on my big TV and it's behind. So I was like waiting for myself to go on there.
Oh, funny. How you doing, man? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hello, everybody. I can't find I can't find my actual camera, so today it's gonna be this.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully it doesn't trip you up as we're jamming through it. Did you? I mean, you pretty much got everything here. Did you buy anything from like the partner labels when it comes to the cheapies?
No.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
I mean, nothing here is something I'd want to own. I would want to see Sybil. I'd be interested in seeing the Mob, but I don't know that I need to have them on my shelf.
Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents on that. So before we go any further, there is a question that I think everyone is very curious about. I know I'll keep the timer up, but maybe we'll make it a little more focused on how do I do this? How do I do that? So it's just us. Forget the new layout. Well, we'll do that. All right. Question on everybody's mind, my friend. Did you resubscribe?
What?
Oh no!
No. No, I meant, what did you say?
Did you resubscribe to Vinegar Syndrome?
No.
Yes! I'm proud of you. Now you gotta hold strong. You still have 6 days for them to get you, but hold strong. Hold strong.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna be resubscribing. Like, I'll be honest, I don't have the money right now to do it anyway. But nothing's convincing me, let's put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, the list of movies that they've put up for, hey, this is what's coming out, I didn't move the needle for me at all. So I'm really curious how they're doing subscriber wise. I mean, on the forums, people are subscribing, but that's a very small sample size of physical media collectors.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
I see everybody's congratulating me.
We're proud of you. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
Mondo Ben says, dropping my sub too, man. Time to go. Yeah. Huge congrats, Tony.
Thank you. Oh, there's Blake. Yeah. Yep.
See, Tony learned, man. Tony learned. It's not, especially if the shit just ends up on your shelf and it goes straight to eBay. What's the point? What's the point of paying in advance for that?
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, that's kind of the way I was able to buy a subscription. I mean, I use some income tax money, and then like I sell what I don't want, and then I use that to buy subscriptions, and it's just like I don't want to do that this year,
Exactly. Medisto, thanks for the clarification there. Yes, Airdoll, the slip is sold out, so it is just the standard for $8.94. Yeah, so correction there. Airdoll slip is sold. That's a good movie. I really like that one. Weird. Mandy K says The Mob is a good movie, but a one-time watch. You have like 3 minutes? Just under 3 minutes if you want to grab anything else here. Iceman Cometh is awesome. Top title of the daily deals. It's definitely one of the bigger ones. Of the ones here, it's definitely the best made. So I would agree there.
I remember liking Iceman Cometh, but I couldn't tell you what happened in it.
I mean, it's basically Demolition Man. That's basically what's up. Barney, no, I stopped subscribing. Now 2 years ago. After 2 years as a subscriber, I'm like, man, that first year was fun, but the second year I was just like, this sucks. This fucking sucks. This is shitty sucking shit. So I was like, nah, I can't do that to myself. It just wasn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
Interweb Kaiju, what's up, man? Good morning to you. By the way, I really love. Go to Interweb Kaiju's channel. He reads the new. I don't know if it's new, but I think it is. The new Godzilla kids book called Love from Godzilla. It's adorable. It's really cute. I played it for my kids. We really enjoyed it. So thanks for sharing that, buddy. That's really, really nice. Lady Danish, good morning to you.
Hello.
Let's see. There was a question. Hey, OGP is here. I could have sworn it said 8:30. My popcorn's getting cold. I can't start eating my popcorn until the stream starts. It just wouldn't be right. I mean, how could anyone eat their popcorn before? And he continues, I never knew there was a character limit here. Not like quality of personal character, but number of characters on one type to each comment before being denied by the YouTube overlords. But in all honesty, I think eating warm popcorn during a live stream is definitely a sign of a good character trait. OGP, I couldn't agree more. Technical difficulties. My daughter stole my microphone, and I had to get it back so that my sound would be as good as possible for this. All right, 38 seconds. So we're getting a new a new Vinegar Syndrome offshoot today. Cinematograph, which is going to be their fancy pantsy movies. And it's gonna be like I forget the name of the company, but they put out Possession, and this beautiful like fabric box with cloth bound books. I mean, this is gonna be a pretty snazzy edition, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like $80. It's not gonna be cheap, and we'll find out right now. It is Little Darlings. Wow, people are really good fucking guessers.
I've been saying Little Darlings since last year.
It's ultimately a very sweet movie about coming of age and you know, really how important sex is. But the first half of it feels very pervy and kind of like a pedo movie in a weird way.
Were they that old when they were filming it? Like, were they like 13 or something?
Oh yeah, no, they were young. I mean, I don't know 100%. I wasn't there and I didn't read the making of, but I mean, they looked young. They certainly did not look 18.
Yeah.
What is this? What are all these splooges on the cover? Why would they do that?
It's a coming of age movie. No, I don't know.
Oh man, that is weird. What a weird fucking choice. Like, I mean, this looks like blood splatter. Why would they cover their faces?
It makes it look like it's like a horror movie. It's not.
Yeah. What the fuck? This looks like Little Darlings remade by some like French extreme horror director or something. I'm blanking on the guy, Alexander Aja or something. This is weird. Maybe they weren't allowed to show their faces. Maybe contractually they couldn't.
Yeah, so I'm thinking either they wouldn't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's because of the. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe because they're young in the movie, they're not going to show them on the cover. But I don't know. That doesn't make sense because they're on the cover of the VHS and everything.
Yeah, they're young in the movie, guys. So we have to cover their faces with splooges. What the fuck? This doesn't make any sense to me. But
I know what it is. They're at a summer camp, and that's mustard and ketchup. That's what it is. It's a food fight.
Oh, the food fight. Oh, but it's really dark for ketchup, too. I mean, it looks like dried blood, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get a slip box. It says Paramount on the spine. It doesn't have any VS branding, which is interesting. So this is completely unique. Okay. Oh, there you go. Cloth-bound book. Open it up. There's some. Wait, what? These guys aren't in the movie. Who the fuck are these people? I don't remember them in the movie. I just recently saw this again. I don't remember them in the movie. Okay, that's from the movie. All right. I mean, it looks good. Yeah, food fight's disgusting. Anything with food is so gross.
Maybe that's what that really is.
You know what? I'm gonna say I'm gonna turn my mail off. Yes, I'm gonna say that's exactly probably what they're going for. So anyone going in not knowing the movie, it's not a sexy summer camp, nudie cutie romp because it is underage kids, but it is about two young girls who want to get laid. And one of them hits on an older Armando Sante, an older person, and he doesn't do anything, but it's like, it feels a little weird. But ultimately, the movie is really sweet because it is. Damn it, I closed it by accident. This still is very indicative of what the movie really is. It's about a young girl, realizing the importance of love and sex, and it's kind of I think an important movie for young girls, but it's not. Don't go expecting meatballs or porkies because that is 100% not what it is.
Oh no.
It is only $40.
You don't see them naked, right? Because
no.
They're young. Okay.
No, there's no nudity in it at all. It's pretty sweet, except for the fact that it's all about them getting, wanting to get wieners,
Yeah.
Bullet Blake reminding you, still 6 days left, Tonebone.
Thank you.
Hold strong. Hold strong. Brian says he'll probably resubscribe. All right, Brian. Well, good luck. I hope you get what you want out of that.
Let's put it this way: if this next 6 months is like, oh, why didn't I subscribe? Maybe, or they're not doing halfway anymore, are they?
No, they are.
Oh, well, we'll see. But right now, I'm not convinced. But
we'll take a look at the subscription again. We'll double check that again. But I watched one of the movies coming up, and I'll give you my review then. This is a 4K UHD and a Region A Blu-ray, 2 commentary tracks, alternate scenes with commentary by the director, an hour-long interview with the director. Curiously missing, of course, is Christy McNichol or any of the cast, really. So I'm wondering if they just didn't want to touch this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that first half is really like, damn, man, holy shit, this is really kind of pervy. But I'm curious why the people are busy, but it is what it is. $40, the first Cinematograph. Is it the first? Let's see, what does it have that? Yep. Number 001. People predicted the shit out of this. I'm surprised, but I hope people like it when they watch it. I won't be picking it up anytime soon. I don't know how rewatchable it is, but I do like the film. I reviewed it on my Letterboxd actually fairly recently. I think I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was a good film, but only because the second half really made up for that weirdness in the beginning, which I was like, ugh. OGP says, Tony, fire up an OnlyFans account and get the money to resubscribe.
Yeah. Don't think I haven't thought of that now.
Video Store says, anyone else think Cinematograph is an odd name for films released in the 70s and 90s? Sounds more pretentious than anything. Oh, yeah. I think that's kind of what they're going for. Mondo says, I haven't bought any titles in months. Really? From just Vinegar Syndrome or just in general, Mondo? Because I know you buy a ton of stuff. Let's see. Video Store says, that design is... Bullet Blake, well, I'll enjoy my sub discount on that. Well, enjoy it, Bullet Blake.
Yep.
The rest of us will buy it with that same discount later when it's on sale.
I have the VHS if this sells out, so I'm okay.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I'm good. I don't need that on 4K. All right, let's take a look at the Daily Deals box sets, baby. Yep, finally, Televised Terror, Camille Keaton in Italy, all the stuff that didn't sell. 16 Samurai. They didn't even wait for 4K day. They're like, just put it up, please.
Get this shit out of here.
Yeah, Jesus. Somebody please fucking take it.
They should just take it
at
off the website, and then people are going, "Oh, I should have got that." And then like they have a new label come out, Lost Vinegar Syndrome.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Oh my God, exactly. the lost films are. Oh, guys, we just found a box of Six String Samurai in the back. We're only gonna have 200 copies, and they do that every year.
Only gonna have
Six String Samurai, man. All right, $25. I mean, I think you'll hear across the board that it's not a great film. I think Bullet Blake likes it, but it is well made for what it is, but it's incredibly annoying. I know you like not disaster, but like wasteland apocalypse movies, but it didn't ring true for you, right?
No, I thought I was gonna like it, and I couldn't even get through it. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go back in, but it was painful.
Yeah.
I think the opening scene was like the only scene I didn't mind. It was like, oh, okay, and then just like, I don't know, just boring.
Boring, yeah. A couple more comments about Little Darlings. Nathan says it looks like piss and shit stains.
Piss and shit. Yeah.
Well, speaking of, there's a movie coming out this year that I looked into, and I'm like, holy fuck, no! Do I never want to see that? And we'll talk about that when we discuss the subscriptions. But son of a fuck, man, I can't believe they're putting that shit out. But we'll talk about that in a moment. Bullet Blake also goes on to say it's a good movie, but kind of boring, to be honest. Yeah, it's as you expect, summer camp movies are kind of TNA, but they're young, so you can't do that. But the weird thing they do, and this is kind of a heads up because as a dad, it was like, oh, that's a little triggering. I don't know, I'm uncomfortable with that. A lot of the underage girls were braless, so you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, that's weird, man. You know who, and I make movies, so I know people pay attention to costumes. Costuming is a job. There's a person who puts people in wardrobe. So that there was a guy going, oh yeah, don't put a bra on them. I don't know. There was a weirdness to it that kind of, I don't know. I don't know. It's a little scuzzy for me. But overall, I thought it was a very sweet movie. But man,
yeah.
I don't know. Okay, Televised Terrors. It is wow, still over 1,000. Damn, we are never getting a volume 2.
No, we're not. I don't know. We got a Cardona volume 2, so.
Well, that's true, but I think they couldn't. That one they couldn't stop. They just had to hold it off because they're like, Jesus, we paid for 80 of these Cardona movies, and the first one didn't sell, so they couldn't hold it off, I guess, any longer. But Televised Terrors, it's a mixed bag, I think the films are okay. I wouldn't say there was one that was amazing. But they're basically Lifetime Channel movies of the 80s, kind of a thing. Yeah. Maybe maybe a little better, but there's no real nudity or violence or anything like that. But there's some cool performances. There's some young actors in here. Elijah Wood, Sharon Stone, Dennis Quaid. So there's some benefit there in terms of watching all of their stuff if you would like to. $30, $10 a movie, not bad. Tony, what do you think? Should people grab this if they haven't?
If you're a hardcore collector, well, you'd probably already have it. But I guess if you've been waiting, I guess now is the time. I don't know. I mean, over 1,000 in stock. You could wait another year probably if you really see something else you want. I don't think you need to rush out to buy this. I mean, nobody is. No, apparently.
Nobody is.
Well, what was the original price to this?
Well, I want to say 45. 45. Well, okay, so it's because it's $80, $40, I guess. It's $80 MSRP, unless that's shifted. I haven't kept up with that pricing. Stuff does go up magically. So it might have been $45. something like that.
Hold out. It'll be in the like daily deals for $15.
I'm gonna put up a poll.
Not online.
I'm gonna do one on the chat, and it's gonna be a simple one. Subscribing, yes or no? Let me know if you're watching live in the chat. Have your voice heard. I'm curious, just so the people watching. 136 in the audience. Thank you so much. I'm happy to have you here. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I literally been flirting with 2K subscribers on this new channel for over a year and a half, and I've not grown past it. Yeah, subscribe and join the party this year. Look at that! Look, Tony will chug another one if you drop a thumbs up and subscribe. All right, so let me know in the polls, and we'll check that poll in a moment. Televised terrors. Is it hot over there? It's like freezing over here.
No, well, what's freezing for you?
Well, 50 something.
I don't know what it is out, but it's cold. I have the heat on in my room right now.
Mine hasn't kicked in yet. It's at 53 right now. It's very cold, but not too bad.
I just took the air conditioner out of my window 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'm like the kind of person. It's like I'm never really comfortable. It's like I'm either really hot or really cold, and I actually had the air conditioner on, which was warmer than outside, but I needed the breeze, you know.
Yeah, I hear you. You can't beat the natural. Mark says, I like a lot that Vincent releases, but would never subscribe. I just buy from their sale when stuff drops in price. Mark, that's the right way to go. And just so you know, as a subscriber, they say 50% off, but it's 50% off MSRP. So it's basically $8 off, unless that's changed.
No.
Blake, if you're still here, I know you probably just bought 2 copies of Little Darlings. How much money did you get off in dollar amount? Because I know it tells you. Let me know how much you actually get off of that, because it used to just be $8, right?
Yeah, it's 8. It was always 8.
So I mean, that doesn't sound as good as 50% off. It's like, hey, subscribe, you get $8 off. Oh, that's lame.
I mean, if you buy a lot, it's a good discount, but
sure,
you know.
Absolutely.
Of course, if you paid for the subscription, you could probably buy a lot.
Or maybe you can't. At that point, like, I'm tapped out.
True.
Steelbook Obsessed, hello. Ticks for sure at that price. What's your opinion on Flesh for Frankenstein? I don't like any of the Paul Morrissey movies, so I'm the wrong person to ask. My opinion is, well, how much is it? $30? Ugh, even at $30, that's a lot.
Yeah.
25 maybe. But I don't know. I thought it was kind of lame. Yeah. I mean, unless you're really into Joe D'Alessandro's naked body, it does nothing for me. But lots of special features and a nice box. $30, I guess it's not terrible, but you really have to know what you're getting in. Don't blind buy that. Look it up on, what do you think that would be, Tony? Maybe Tubi or something?
I think I saw it on there. I know I saw it somewhere. Search YouTube. Like, there's a lot of stuff on there that shouldn't be. But I mean, $30 for it seems like a lot. I liked the movie, but I never watched it again. I watched it with Shayna, so that's probably why another reason I liked it. But
did she like it?
Yeah. Yeah, we both liked it, but we weren't like, oh my god, or anything, you know. It's like that's good, that's pretty neat. But I never watched it again. I'd say $20 is a good deal, but not $30.
Yeah. You know, Udo's great, but I just
art.
Yeah. I'm going through it fast. It's fine. YouTube's fine. They like that kind of stuff.
They love it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be hard pressed to recommend it personally, but I know people went crazy for it when it first came out. So if it's something you really want,
Yeah,
it's there. It is there.
it's a nice box and everything.
It is a nice box. I mean, if you're more of a shelf appeal person, then maybe that'll. Oh, by the way, the spine doesn't even say Frankenstein. It's just skin, I think. So I know people were pissed off about that.
Yeah.
Alex
I don't
says,
think I even have mine.
Did you sell it?
I think I did. I don't know. Mine's gone.
Most of these are. Oh, okay. I'll get to that one in a moment. Alex says 6-string is a chicken strip at the grocery store that fell out of the tray and is just sitting there being unwanted and unloved as years go by before someone finds it and throws it out.
Oh, God.
You're not wrong.
That's disgusting.
Cardona collection at the steep low price, $20. I mean, if you really want it, $20 is not a bad deal. But I think, like 6-string, that universally unloved collection of movies right there. Just a heads up, there's animal cruelty if that's something you're not into. I mean, who's into it? But some people are extra sensitive about it.
Yeah.
I certainly don't like watching that kind of stuff. Volume 1, $20. Is that still over 1,000? Yes, it is. Oh my God. Yeah.
Ay.
We'll see you next year. Subscriber week sale of Cardona collection.
Just bury them with the ET cartridges, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. I mean, these three were all last year as well, if I'm not mistaken. I know 6-string and Cardona were. Or maybe not Cardona, but I know 6-string 100% was. Okay, we did Flesh of Frankenstein. Ticks is probably, well, yeah, I think the clearest recommend you'll get from across the board, Ticks.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this didn't sell out already.
Seriously, yeah.
What do you think, Tony? Is this a must buy?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Great movie, good cast, and I would say $25 is a hell of a deal for a 4K in a really nice little slipboard. What do you call that? Slipcase box with a slipcase. It's nice. $25. This is a no-brainer if you don't have it.
Yeah.
Oh, funny aside, I went to dinner with my family before the end of the year, and I ran into Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees.
Really?
And it was we went to the restroom, and it was like a one-person restroom kind of thing. So I took my son, and then when we were walking out, he was there. He was wearing a cowboy hat, and at first I'm like, hey, it's the Monkees. But I didn't say that out loud. No. I said that in my head. I didn't say that out loud. But I'm like, oh, hey. He goes, hello. And then he went to the restroom. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. The Monkees. I love the Monkees.
I thought you were like, oh, that's awesome. He goes piss.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, man, can I shake your hand after you piss?
you say to him, thank you for not flinging your poo at me.
Yeah. Oh. I'm sure he wouldn't have gotten it until later. I was like, oh, monkeys do that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm more than a monkey, damn it.
I'm a human being. Mickey Dolenz. But that was cool, man, because it's rare. I don't have the you think living in LA you have like celebrity sightings all the time, but that doesn't happen all the time. But it's weird because at that same, like 2 days before that, my daughter ran into a singer, like a famous singer, Doja Cat. I don't know who that is, but she ran into her at the mall, and she was able to take pictures with her and stuff. So I was like, oh
yeah. I know who she is, but like, I obviously not into the music.
Yeah, I heard the name, but I don't think I've heard her music on the radio, but I wouldn't place it.
Yeah,
she was ecstatic.
She's like, she was. The only reason I know the name right now is because she was on New Year's Eve, like on TV. So.
Oh, fun. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What New Year's Eve special? Rockin' Eve?
The Ryan Seacrest Seacrest. Sequest.
Sequest was a great show. I love that show.
Was Mickey Dolenz your favorite monkey?
No. I like Mickey. I like them all.
Yeah.
Davey was awesome. What's his name? Nesmith? Bud Nesmith? Mike. Yeah, I thought he was kind of the coolest. He was kind of the tall, lanky guy. He was kind of.
Yeah.
I like them all, man. I thought they were all cool. I love that show.
He stood out because he wore that cotton hat, little hat.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I growing up, I used to watch that like with my grandmother and stuff, and I even got like when they were selling the VHS tapes in the mail. I was getting those in.
Mm-hmm.
But like I would go back and forth to which ones are my favorite, but I kind of always lean toward Davey, but I always like Mike too.
Mm.
I like Peter before he went all like hippie.
Oh yeah. Did you ever see their movie Head?
No.
It's weird. Like it doesn't. It's kind of like the show. It's very like it's goofy, but it's also very like trippy in a strange, almost David Lynchian way.
Oh.
I liked it, but it's not your typical. I mean, because they were trying to do like Help and stuff like that, but it was very. I don't know. I think most Monkees fans like it, but it's not your typical. It didn't feel like the show kind of a thing, but it was good.
I'll have to check it out. I never heard of it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's good. It's called Head. Vinegar. Criterion put it out, and you can probably find it in a whole bunch of other streaming services. But it's your first time watch. Just be prepared that it'll be weird, and I think you'll be fine.
Well, I've seen some Beatles movies growing up, so I'm prepared for that weirdness of back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they tried to capture that. It's not. I mean, I think it's even weirder than a Beatles movie, because I think like they have fun with the material, but it's still kind of campy. Head gets really like trippy. Like, man, what the fuck is happening? They're all taking drugs right now, but it's definitely as a Monkees fan, you gotta watch it.
Okay.
Video Store says the only subscription you need is to this channel. But there you go. Very well said. Very well. And Tony's. Tony, what are you doing this year, man? What's your plans for 2024 on your channel?
I want to start reviewing again. But like Blake and I were talking yesterday, we might review a couple things that like he got in the mail and I got in the mail as well. I might start up another damn Wednesday. It won't be live, but Blake might be joining me for that.
Nice.
It's just in talks. It's not 100%. I'd like to start up again Wasteland Wednesdays as well, but I don't want to do it myself,
Yeah. I
but
hear you.
yeah, I have stuff I want to do. I have like ideas, but I don't know. I wanted to start it by yesterday and it didn't happen. So I want to just make sure I can plan it and actually get it to anything going. I don't want I'm losing subscribers. Like now all of a sudden they started like, I think it might've been like a bunch of bots too, but now they're starting to go.
Well, we're looking forward to that, man. Seeing all the fun in store, and I definitely want to bring Voyage back. That's got to happen. I don't want to let that go. I have a lot of fun with that. Torture is fun. Yeah, you and Blake should team up. You guys can call yourselves the double team boys.
No,
or the tag team boys. Or the oiled up boys or something.
Oh, keep going.
I'm gonna come up with a really great name for you guys to call yourselves.
Yeah.
The Hug-a-Bug boys.
The Hug-a-Bug. That's the least unlikable one.
I'd watch that. The Hug-a-Bug boys.
A Hug-a-Bug. Oh my god. Hug-a-Bug. I'm Hug and he's Bug.
There you go. And then like you have to like you're shirtless and he's dressed like a ladybug. That's a show. That's a fucking
Why do
show.
I have to be shirtless?
Well, you're the hug. I can't. Well, how else did you dress as a hug?
I don't know. Why do you picture a hug topless?
I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Just because that's your favorite kind of hug doesn't mean I'm
It's
going
my
to give it
favorite
one
kind
to
of
you.
hug.
Topless.
100% my favorite. No, first, Tony. Whenever I meet you, you better take your shirt off and give me a hug. That's the first thing that's gonna happen.
Oh, 100%. I hug from behind though, so.
Oh, it's my favorite.
like a prom picture.
Yeah. Oh man, that's exactly how you guys should do your thumbnails for the channel.
Hey, AI is amazing. AI is amazing nowadays. I'm sure we can make that work.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Oh god, no, dude, you want subscribers? That's the way to do it, man.
Honestly,
leave it up to me, guys. I'll manage your channel.
You want subscribers? I'll just take my shirt off and then they're there for the wrong reasons. I already have people there for me. Nothing wrong with it, but
yeah.
And I have people there for other reasons, and I won't say why, but
gotcha.
I know who my fans are. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Same as here. Most people, I think for the most part, we got a good bunch of folks here. I'm luckily can say I haven't had any issues with anybody, so that's great. I'm very happy to say that.
Yeah.
It's a good community. At least here in this little corner of the world. Camille Keaton, Italy. Let's talk about this. I don't know if you've seen any of the movies in this box set. I hated it. Absolutely despised everything in this. But $25, and if you're into Italian movies and seeing Camille Keaton naked every 2 minutes, it's not bad. It's hard to pass up. What do you think, Tony?
I didn't watch it. I'll be honest. I got rid of it. I didn't have any interest in it. But I mean, $25 for it sounds like a good deal. Again, nothing wrong with seeing. See, it's kind of like with that Emmanuel, or how do you say her name? I love seeing her naked, but after a while, it's like, can we see someone else? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can we see someone else?
It's I can't think of what it was. It was in maybe Wheels of Fire, post-apocalyptic, and the girl so hot, and she was always naked. But it was like, oh my god, please just put some clothes on her now. Like I felt bad she was naked so much. You know? That's pretty bad when I feel bad, you know. I think Fat Samurai guy said the same thing. Like he felt bad for her after a while. I mean, she was being kind of stretched across the top of a car, but still.
Yeah, I mean, you do feel. I mean, I think that's the point, but still, you also feel like I don't know. I feel like you're kind of taking advantage a little bit of the actress as well. You know, personally, I know I've never up to this point have done a movie that had. Actually, no, that's not true. I did do a movie that had nudity, but it was sort of forced on me in the last minute, and the actress that came in was very comfortable with doing that. She had done it before. But, you know, when you make a movie, hey, get that pussy off the screen.
My big black pussy?
Yeah, please. Like nobody looking at the screen right now. I was like, what the hell? What's happening right now?
I forgot my phone was down here, too. I just see, like, just go across.
Oh my god,
she's a good girl.
Yeah, it's just weird about putting your actress through that. Like, okay, now take your boobs out, and you know, it's just a strange thing. You have to have the director certainly has to have a mentality of like, come on, let's do this. You know, I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but certainly for some of these movies, I feel like, you know, I love boobs, and I'm glad that there are boobs in movies and in general, but
of course,
you know. I feel uncomfortable necessarily putting them in a movie unless it's like it's supposed to be a fun kind of sexy time nudie movie.
Yeah.
But $25, it's hard to say thumbs down. But I personally did not like the movies. So take that recommendation as a lopsided one in terms of how to appreciate it, because I really don't know whether it is worth your time or not. It really depends. If you're into Giallo, you probably already have it, but if you're not, I would. Yeah. Mondo, yes, Singapore Sling is the movie we will be talking about. Jesus Christ, that movie! My God, I haven't seen it, but just what I've heard happens in it. Nope. I'm done. We'll discuss that in a little moment. Video Store says Little Darlings would be fitting as an FCE release or a VSU. Just really don't think the label and the title match at all. Lumiere Brothers Go Summer Camp. Yeah, it is an odd choice to kick things off. Even a VSU, I think that certainly fits more with like Daryl, or Cloak and Dagger. Especially if the second Cinematograph is searching for Mr. Good or looking for Mr. Goodbar, which is a really dark, sexual kind of. I don't want to say really what it's about because I don't want to give too much away, but that's a really dark movie compared to Little Darlings. They don't really match. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Peter, hand pink waving to you. The emojis don't translate as normally in the chat here. Love Lies Bleeding does look awesome, actually. I just saw a trailer for that. Tony, you'd probably be interested in this. I just watched Iron Claw yesterday. I loved it.
Oh, the wrestling thing?
Yeah, it's real. Yeah, the wrestling movie. It's really good.
Yeah, that looked interesting.
I
don't know anything about that, so going into a blind, I always kind of like going into a blind. I don't like. Sometimes I like not knowing the story.
Yeah, I don't. I didn't either. I don't follow wrestling at all, but I love movies, so I wanted to give it a chance, and it's really fucking good. It's a very, very damn good movie. Very, probably one of the best. It's the best sport movie of the year, in my opinion, and of 2023. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. Then go check it out.
Okay.
Bullet Blake says 32 degrees here right now. Yikes. Hey, Bullet Blake, if you want to join us tomorrow, let me know, man. I don't know if you're at work or what, but happy to have you here in the chat, if anything. What the says, personally, I just don't like the artwork on Televised Terror. 100% agree. It is a mess.
Yeah.
It is a mess. It's like they couldn't decide on what to do. And this is just like, just put the titles on the back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great. And I mean, that certainly helped it not sell. Because people sometimes.
When I first got it at home, I'm like, this isn't as bad as I thought. And then it's just like, it's so ugly. Like,
yeah.
All the different fonts and like the static and I get it, but it's like, oh, come on.
Your pussy's going crazy, man.
Pussy's got a claw.
And watch out for that. Okay, Forgotten Gialli Volume 4. I forget which is which, but I believe this is my favorite one, actually. Yes, because it has Arabella, Black Angel, which is my favorite. Oh my lord! Well, wow. Well, actually, you saw why that was my favorite just a moment ago. It's got the best looking actress, I think, of certainly of that box set, and it's a great movie. I recommend Black Angel, but the other two I don't remember. Let's see. Gosh, I don't remember the other two very well, but Arabella, Black Angel certainly left an impression on me, and so, ironically, I have forgotten these two movies. So, yeah, that's the problem with these. There's like, now we have 6 volumes, and the Forgotten Gialli, and none of them really stuck in my head except for this one in volume 4. Did you see any of the Gialli box sets?
I think I saw the first one, and then I never watched the others. Just wasn't in the mood. Like I have,
Yeah.
I don't know. They all start to
Especially
blend together after a while, to be honest.
I get exactly what I was gonna say. Like they all feel so, ephemeral. Like, okay, it's the same, boobies, knife, people talking for a long time, people drinking scotch. They don't feel as for me personally. I know people love Jolly, but for me personally, it feels a little like not as as important as not important is the wrong word. Gosh, I can't find the right word, but they're not as interesting to me, I guess, as the spaghetti westerns or the even the Polizia Techie, which I enjoy.
It depends. Like, I was gonna say the stuff that like Arrow put out, like thanks to being able to get those reviews in years ago, as the first time I ever actually watched any Gialli and Giallo, whatever, and I like it. I like most of what Arrow put out, but like I don't know, I just seen so much of it crammed down my throat. It was just like I didn't want to. No. I didn't want to watch anymore. I guess I don't know. Like I like that one box set from Arrow that has like the woman in a red dress or something. I can't think of it. There's like 3 of them that they were really good, and then there was God, never mind. That's blank. And it was just right there. I'm worried about her going in front of my phone, so I can't think. But it'll come to me. But like I know Arrow put out some good ones.
Yeah. Arrow actually put out all the ones that are memorable.
Yeah. That one was like you're something is a locked room and only I have the key, or
oh yeah.
Like that was pretty decent.
Yeah, that was a good one. Oh, here's a good name for
Killer
your,
Dames. That's what the box set was.
Killer
Dames.
Set, yeah.
Thank you.
Here's a good review show name for you guys. The DP Boys.
He's not
for disc play, okay? God.
Yeah. Notice he's not commenting on any of these suggestions.
Yes, I've noticed that.
DP Boys.
Bumpy says the Keaton reviews of Brother Chaos are probably better than the set. You're not wrong. Brother Chaos sends his love, by the way, guys. Ryan says, that's what I tell my wife. I need to see somebody else naked, and she does not understand.
They don't get it. They just don't get it.
That's fine.
I find anymore that when like I'm watching something and like there's like a lot of nudity or something, I'm like that like kid watching a movie with my parents when I'm younger, and I'm just like looking over to see if she's looking at me.
Every time I watch something like that, like nothing will be happening, and then there's a nude scene, and I go, Mistress Cass is gonna walk into the room right now, and she absolutely somehow has like booby senses, and she'll walk into the room and she goes, "What the hell are you watching?" Like Jesus Christ, like nothing's been happening in this movie. You walk in, and now all of a sudden this woman's putting a rat in her butt. Okay, look, it's not. I didn't make this movie. This is what happened.
Right.
Yeah. By the way, I do recommend Ass Rat. It's a great film. It's a really good plot. That's not
Sounds
a movie.
it. Ass Rat. It is now.
It is now. We're making it. Ass Rat. That's a great review name for you guys. The Ass Rats.
You're reaching. Just like just like that person with the rat up the ass.
Exactly. Yeah. You gotta get that out. Once they put their teeth in, that's it. They're done. Oh. And the blood doesn't help, with the lube. No, I'm not gonna go any further. That's it.
Did you ever get bit by a rat?
No. Have you?
Yeah, it hurts. What? Yeah, it's like a slow pain. Like we had a hairless rat, He was the sweetest thing.
Oh,
And they have very bad vision, so he thought my finger was food. And we just got him. And he, real quick, just bit me through the cage. And I was like, ow. And then, like, the pain came, like, a minute later. I'm like, oh, it's like the worst paper cut in the world.
oh my God.
Yeah. It hurts.
Okay, well, you had a pet. Okay. I was like, are you like, where do you get attacked by rats? But as a pet, that makes more sense.
I'm the Rat King.
You are the Rat King.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, by the way, thank you, Griff. Justin and Liberty has confirmed they could not use their likenesses on the Little Darlings case.
Oh.
Wow. That's then I'm guessing both actresses were like, we want nothing to do with this movie.
Mm.
But then why cover it in like piss and shit stains? So whatever the hell that was. I mean, maybe it is ketchup and mustard, but
let's hope
dark.
It's ketchup and mustard, or it's pus and blood.
Griff also said the Cinematograph title later this week will have a different artist. Okay, well that's good to know. He's probably already hearing a ton of blowback on that because it looks really strange. I mean, then do something else. Don't put their faces on it. I mean, unless it was too late, and they like, oh shit, we can't go back. What do we do? I have an idea. Just throw shit on it. That may have been what happened.
Yeah.
We've gone off topic here, but it's I love our sides. It's
maybe there's copies out there that they already had printed that have their faces on, and he's like, no, we can't. I'm like, oh shit. So then they put the stains on it, and now out there somewhere there's copies without that on that are worth a subscription price.
I'm telling you, man. Now you saying that has made all the collector guys go, oh my god, wait, what? Okay, we gotta search for these.
Yeah.
And everyone starts sending messages to Justin. Hey, can we get copies of the uncensored version of Little Darlings?
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure that artwork exists.
Yeah. Doesn't that? Oh, I'm looking at the TV, but doesn't that like lady with the lamp holding up the? Where the hell did she go? Did she look? She looks like the little boy from Bad Santa. Now you gotta go back up through.
I'll go back to her. Let's see. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Where'd she go?
It's just in my head, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a dude though. But yeah, that's exactly what that looks like. The kid from Bad Santa growing up. That's funny. Forgotten Jelly Volume 5. Yeah, there you go. I don't remember this one at all. Oh yeah, White Dress from Mario Land. This was actually the last one I ever saw, and I didn't like it. Although I think 9 Guests for a Crime was okay, but I had to go back and look at my letterbox to double check but I remember this title, Mario Land, because I thought her name was so strange. Tropic of Cancer, I know I hated. I was not a fan of that one. And overall, I'm like, I'm done with Forgotten Gialli. This was the year that the last year I subscribed. I'm like, yeah, no. Not for me, baby P. And they stopped. They stopped at 5 for a while, for at least a year, maybe more. Actually, about a year and some change. Releasing them because they weren't selling. As you can see, this one's still over 1,000, and so is 4. So if you're interested in collecting these, I mean, this is the best price you'll ever find for these. They're normally $45, and then at the half off sale they'll be. Oh, maybe they will be $35 actually. Maybe $40. They'll be $40, something like that. But yeah, grab them now if you want them. But I can't necessarily give you thumbs up on those. Specifically.
And those boxes are actually nice.
Yeah.
Like, the artwork is great and everything.
100% agree with that. The boxes are nice. It's just the movies, I don't know how rewatchable they are. Bullet Blake does bring up a good point. They left out an entire brother. The movie's about brothers, but they did leave out an entire brother, which is weird.
That is weird.
I don't know why. but it changed a bunch of the story of the other story too, mostly with the timeline. And the Ric Flair casting sucked. Yeah, it was a weird choice, but at least the guy tried to go for it. But I not knowing the real story, I really liked the movie. But I can see how them not getting it right kind of makes you feel like, well, what else did they change, and how much should I believe them?
Right.
Which is what you shouldn't be thinking, but yeah, it's unfortunate. This is the Doris Wishman box set. No, not this, but basically this. I won't go into it here, but I have a history with Doris Wishman. I miss her dearly. I worked on her last film with her, and it's a must own if you love outre cinema, out there sexploitation. You must have this on your shelf. Will you like them all? No, but it's a hell of a deal. $30, and I think it comes with 6 movies, something like that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies. And then all of them come with the same amount of movies, I believe. Maybe some more than others. This is volume 2, $30. Again, a great deal for this. It's just film school in a box, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 movies in this one. And a lot of classic ones. Another Day, Another Man. Bad Girls Go to Hell. I mean, those two are huge sexploitation classics, with commentary by Frank Henenlotter and Michael Bowen, who is her biographer. It's good stuff, and certainly if you're into collecting cinema and the history of movies and exploitation cinema in general, you need it. This one's $35. It is certainly the most recent one, so I'm guessing that's why it's $5 more. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movies. Good stuff. I actually even cracked open the third one. I've seen them all already, but I haven't watched the third box yet. Tony, do you have the Doris box sets?
I did, but I got rid of them.
No problem. Completely understand. They're certainly not for everybody.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of them, or did you just get rid of them?
I think I tried watching something. I'm just like, I saw how much they were going for on eBay too, like the whole set. So I was like, why not? I figured I could watch them online.
Yeah, probably with Tubi or something. Outer Limits. Stan and Son's already answered you, but in case you missed it, will they have the $10 sale again? No, probably not. Last year was the 10th anniversary, so that's why it was low. I was hoping this year would be $11. But no, I'm hoping it'll just stay here. $15 price for slips and box sets at like $25 to $35 at most. It really has to feel like a fucking deal.
Yeah.
For people to give a shit,
Yeah.
But overall, yeah, it's I would recommend Tix and Doris Wishman box sets as 100% musts. Tony, what would you point people towards if they wanted your opinion on these box sets, which they do?
Like you said, Tix. I would say watch Flesh for Frankenstein on like Tubi first before you buy it, but I think it's, in my opinion, the only other one that I would suggest. But then, yeah, probably that. If you have the same taste as Brother Chaos, you might like the Cardona collection.
Not many people do. He is a very unique taste. I've known him since high school. Gosh,
long time ago.
Oh yeah, gosh, over 25 years, and I still don't really get him, which is saying something. I put up, okay, so I ended the subscribing poll, and 71% said no, we're not subscribing. 28% said yes. So actually not as high as last year. I remember last year it was almost 50-50.
Yeah.
That was out of 82 votes. There is a new one. There's a new poll in the chat right now. Little Darlings, yes or no? Very simple. Are you buying it? Yes or no? And if you're gonna get it eventually, you can put yes. But actually, you know what? No. If you've done that, go back and change it. I'm curious if you're gonna buy it at that full price, of $40. Are you going down to Little Darlingstown for $40?
Going down Little Darlingstown.
Oh, dude, that's the name of you and Bullet Blake's review show, Little Darlings, and
Oh my god.
People, I'm saying, man, you guys gotta market that. I think you'll have the right audience, and you guys only do Lifetime Channel movies.
Oh no.
No,
Hell
better
no.
yet, just Christmas love stories. That's a show.
When you said Lifetime, isn't that what you meant?
Well, see, I did, but the Lifetime Channel stuff is like murderous moms and shit. I was like, oh, that's too exciting.
Oh, you're thinking Hallmark.
Yeah, Hallmark stuff is, I think, really where your sweet spot lies with your audience. I think.
You're probably right.
I missed this before, but there's a camp Cinematograph ringer T-shirt plus Little Darlings bundle. You get a this, which is a shirt, and it's green, and it's got a logo on it.
Oh, is that their camp shirt? Oh, it's not.
I wonder if they're gonna do merch for every release, which is interesting, but you really gotta love Little Darlings to get a shirt from the company who put it out.
Yeah. It's not even their camp. It's not like a replica of shirts they wore at camp. So
yeah.
That would have been cool.
If it was Severin would have done that. Severin loves merch like that.
Yeah, they do.
But not the typical thing he was thing. Ragnar questions, why would they not just print an alternative box? I'm guessing they just ran out of time and they couldn't. I'm guessing that was the problem, that they just they're like, oh shit. But then it's like, then you're making people buy this, and this just looks like weird.
Yeah. The box itself that it's in kind of looks okay. Like the spine and that, but that fucking on it doesn't look good.
No. And it continues on this is the back, yeah. Gosh, how strange. I mean, you were buying the movie. You're not. I always say, don't buy the box, buy the movie. But there's a lot of people who really love the artwork and go crazy for the artwork. So, I don't know.
Well, why didn't probably time, like you said, is the reason. But why didn't they just make other people or not them? It's like these are supposed to be them, but it's not. Doesn't look like them at all.
Right. It's very like this does not look like Kristen McNichol at all. At all. Kind of Tatum O'Neal, but I wouldn't say that that's who they are.
Yeah.
If you told me who are these people, I'd be like a nondescript AI. I have no idea. I wouldn't place it from this movie whatsoever. Jeffrey says, Tombone, what's up, brothers? Happy lame subscriber week.
Hello.
I mean, I hope people are finding something they like at the end of the day.
Yeah.
There are good deals to be found. But most completionists are already complete. So, hopefully it's the new audience who are finding something they like.
Yeah.
Jeffrey says, he was surprised by the Wishman sets. I do think they get better in later volumes. Yeah, they're all hit and miss. Immoral 3, I believe it's called, is my favorite. I think that one's a really good film. The Wishman sets have a lot of transvestites in them, right? No. They're all real women, except for one movie, which is an incredibly hard watch. It's Let Me Die a Woman, and it's about transsexual operations and things like that. So just keep that in mind. It's a documentary, and it's
Oh, I remember you telling us about that. It was an operation.
Oh, they show it. Yeah. Yikes. So that's the only one that I think is the one you might be mentioning, but all the other ones are 100% real women in the films.
Well, watch what you say.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, you know what I mean. You know what I mean by natural women. I don't know what the new phrase is, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, guys. Yeah. I don't mean to offend anybody.
I have nothing against the operation, but I definitely don't want to see it.
No, absolutely
I don't even like looking at like drawings. Like I thought, what does it look like if they remove a penis? And it's like just a drawing. I'm like, or it was like a video drawing thing, and it's like cutting it off, and I'm like, no, I can't picture that. Like for me,
yeah,
I'd get rid of my dick though. I don't want it anymore. Let's try a vagina. They go fuck yourself. I'll be like, fine.
Like but you're gonna watch. Okay, well, let's not go.
And you're gonna subscribe.
Let's not go any further.
To the little darlings.
That little darlings. I do think that you should cut yourselves out. Cardona, Camille, hard passes for Jeffrey. Stan says, I don't feel really a need to subscribe. Then absolutely do not. Absolutely do not. Look, at the end of the day, like we said at the beginning, you're not getting 50% off. You're getting $8 off. And it's, that doesn't sound as great as, everything half off. And as a subscriber, you are only getting the Vinegar Syndrome releases. That doesn't include VSP, VSL, VSA, VSU, fucking Cinematograph, the Gazer, whatever the hell else they're putting out. So there's still a lot of stuff you will have to buy, even though you do get it 50% off. Or wait for a sale. Black Friday, wait for 4 or 5 months. Actually, wait 3 months, and we're already talking halfway to Black Friday. Yeah. So hang tight. Nothing will really sell out. Last year, though, we did see some sellouts. So just keep an eye on the stuff you really want. And if you really want to get it, just buy it. It's only $8. You're only going to be spending $8 more than you would during a sale. So, that's the reality of it. I'm not we do these live streams with Vinegar Syndrome because they're the only company that says, hey, on this date and time we will reveal new titles. Everyone else surprises you. Severan's just like, hey, look what we got. Arrow. Hey, look over here. But because this has become such an event, it's so fun to get together to do these. But I always support the wallet over a label because it's really more about what you're getting out of it and if it's worth it to you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's what's important. Midlife says a standard version of Little Darlings coming later. They confirmed. Oh wow! So, man, I bet they're getting a lot of flack for that.
I know what that means. That means this one's going to sell out then.
This is going to sell out because there's just no way. I don't think this is going to sell out. I as a matter of fact, I have how many? 8,000 units. Fuck you.
Oh, it's 8,000. Okay, never mind.
That's going to hang out for a long time. The people really love it, and I do think it's a good movie, but I don't think that's gonna sell out anytime soon. I may be wrong, but
I didn't know it was 8,000. Never mind then. 8,000.
Yeah, it'll be a while.
Well, one thing's for sure, they're very confident in themselves.
They are. They try to be. Yes. Kevin says, "How about Slips and Nips for Tony and Blake's review channel?" There you go. That's a good one.
Slips and Nips. Yeah. Is he even in here anymore? Why am I being attacked?
Hey, we're trying to help you here. How about the Rough and Ready boys? That's pretty good.
Rough and Ready. Jeez.
Oh, Bumpy says they're looking for Mr. Goodbye diaphragm. Oh man. Oh, dude. You know what? That would probably sell. That would probably sell quite a bit.
Is that in the movie?
Yeah, well, it's basically I don't want to give too much away, but
okay.
It's by Diane Keaton. It's basically she's horny, and so it's all about her picking up dudes. Not all about it, but that's the main thrust of the movie. And she's a school teacher too, so maybe like a ruler or something that you can also use as a butt paddle or something. I don't know.
There you go.
Jeffrey says, "No way it's selling out."
That's before I saw it was 8,000.
Dallas says, "VSBS sublabel incoming."
Don't give them any more ideas.
Yeah,
there's so many. The site has grown though. You got to give them that. At least they've grown pretty well.
Mike says, "Let me die a woman. Let's just say I wasn't eating anything at that time." Yeah, no. I mean, it's fascinating, but it's one of those that's like, oh God, I didn't realize this is what this was, and I probably shouldn't have. I probably would have said, okay, I think I can leave this one a blank in my Doris Wishman cinematic journey.
Did they warn everybody about it, or is it just like you just go into it blind?
There's no really warn. I mean, I figured it was about that, but I didn't realize to the extent that it would go to. I honestly thought it was gonna be a movie about because she never makes documentaries. So the fact that it was like a clinical documentary, of close-ups. That was and when I interviewed Mike, her autobiographer, and I'm like, man, it felt a little exploitative, like too much, to the point that I felt she was taking advantage of these people. But he says no, she really liked these people. I mean, not that I didn't think she didn't, but she liked these people and she really wanted to sort of shine a light on that. So it's interesting if you're interested in that stuff, but it's certainly not indicative of the kind of movies she makes, for better or worse. Jerry says, might grab Flesh of Frankenstein. I either own the other stuff or aren't interested. Little Darlings will grab one on sale. Fun fact, Little Darlings was filmed at the same camp as Friday the 13th Part 6. Oh,
that's neat.
There you go. They should have put Jason on the cover then. Put hockey masks. That's what they should have done. We should throw hockey masks on there, and there you go. That would have been great. Zach, hello. He says, I am a resubscriber. Was cheaper than last year. Yes, it was. Isn't that crazy? It's cheaper than last year. I think it was $8.50 if you resubscribed with the discount code. So I hope you enjoyed, Zach. I hope it's a great year for you, and I hope you're not disappointed at the end of 2024. I really hope you come out saying, yeah, that was worth it. I found some stuff I really would not have taken a chance on, and that's really the whole point of this. That you discover something magical that you wanted. Ryan says the standard editions usually don't get released until limited editions sell out, so it could be a while for that. But it is interesting that they're mentioning it up front. I think that they know people are like, what the hell? What's happening here? And now this says, what about the Slip It In Boys? Where they talk about slipcovers.
Oh my God.
And you do need to use the Z because it's cooler that way.
Of course. Maybe we could even do the B backwards.
Oh, there you go. Dude, badass. That's it exactly. That's the goal, man. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing your review channel, your review show expand.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen now.
He just stops responding to your messages. Like, come on.
It wasn't me.
Slippin'
It
in
was
boy.
them.
I don't want to be a slipping in boy with you.
Oh my god.
Oh man! All right, we're going off track here. Before we wrap up for today, let's take a look at a couple of the partner titles because we're going to do a little bit every day. You didn't buy? Did you buy anything this week so far, or no?
No,
Okay.
I didn't. I want to. I'm still getting the Saturn's core, but I'm not paying $30.
And you shouldn't have to. That is a lot. The price went up on Saturn's core, unless it's just like, is this more than one movie? Nope, one movie. A feature documentary, which is that's excessive. Wow, that's really long. That's longer than the movie. The documentary is longer than the fucking movie. Wow, that's the new price for Saturn's core. Whew, Lord. And it's still selling. Look, it's like the slipcover's already like half gone.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh shit.
That's insane to me. I don't know this movie. Are you familiar with Age of Demons?
No. I mean, I watched that mail order murder not too long ago, and I liked that. I thought that was interesting. I didn't know this was a documentary. So yeah, I'd like to watch it.
This is a movie and a documentary. But, God, this is the oof. Let me zoom in a little bit here.
Look at that. That's neat.
God, the quality.
It looks like a Power Rangers type of ripoff thing.
Yeah, maybe that is what it is. After all, let us see what it is. A trio of I was gonna say Scorsese's, but no, it's a trio of sorceresses are hell-bent on offering 100 human sacrifices in order to access Hades and bring 40 the Age of Demons. Jesus Christ, guys, you gotta. Oh my Lord, please do an idiot check, proofread on things before you publish. Bring 40 the Age of Demons. They kidnap Mitch Feinstein, not Mitch Feinstein, a satanic punk rocker with unique psychic powers, and force him to summon a demonic monster who is let loose into the world to wreak mayhem and destruction. Mitch quickly enlists his goofy brother Don and his karate club compadres to do battle with the Coven's evil henchmen. In a final-ditch effort to save humanity, the brothers combine their powers to resurrect Don's mammoth robotics-class project, Cybertron. Who flies to the rescue? Yeah.
Oh my God, come on.
Who flies to the rescue and challenges the demon head-to-head in a blood-soaked laser beam battle to the death. Yeah, no thanks.
Oh my God.
Enjoy it.
Would you stop? She just wants to be in the picture.
This would have been a more fun slipcover. Look at that one. God, no. No. Yeah, I'm done with that one. I'm done with this guy. Midlife Media says Age of Demons is going to be 10 out of 10, hands down. I hope you're right, and I hope you enjoy it. Bullet Blake says subscribers get $10 off now, not $8. But is that on everything? I'm curious. I mean, prices are going up, so it may work out. It's about the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Prices are going up, so it may actually be the same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss getting a box in every month. You know, it's always nice to get mail. But like, the only thing I never saw Southern Comfort, but I looked at the trailer and I thought, oh, that looks kind of neat.
It's great.
And then that Tenet or whatever it is, 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
I looked up that trailer from the Vinegar Syndrome put out. And it looked pretty wild. But is it also called like demon witch something?
I don't know, but it's I don't think it was released by Mondo Macabro. It looks like a Mondo Macabro title, but actually we didn't read Santet, so maybe we'll go back and take a look at that real quick.
I think if that's
I don't know
if that's the alternate title, like something like along that, it's on YouTube.
It might be. It might be. But definitely, Southern Comfort's great, and a movie that Brother Cass introduced me to, even though he doesn't fucking remember it. I texted him, "Hey, they put out Southern Comfort on VSU." He goes, "Oh, I've never seen it." Are you fucking kidding me, bro? You brought it over to my house. You watched it. You saw it on like TBS. You're like, "Holy shit!" You rented it. And you brought it over, and we showed it to me. And he's like, "No, I don't remember ever seeing that." Oh my god!
Wow,
so frustrating. So frustrating. But anyway, we love him for his eccentricities. Connie put out Cleaners. Interesting slipcover here. Certainly something that I think this style might actually would have been better for something like Little Darlings, kind of like a hand drawn kind of, you know how you do like a yearbook kind of cover.
Yeah,
that would have been kind of. I think you would have gotten away with likenesses instead of like doing this, which is kind of what they did. But I'm sure that's in the movie.
Right.
Interesting. Let's see. Connie is a brand I like, at least a label that's put out some interesting things. At a Catholic high school in the Filipino city of, I'm going to butcher this, but I'll try my best, Tuguegarao, a rambunctious batch of students rebel against all expectations to be good and clean. A germaphobe is tested by a bout of uncontrollable diarrhea. A trio of emos are forced to perform tinkling, a traditional Philippine folk dance with a normie. An uncircumcised boy attempts to ask an ostracized pregnant girl to prom, and the mayor's son is tempted by his father's corrupt example while running for youth council chairman. What the hell is going on here?
And then it says, "Just kidding."
Just kidding. It's about robots.
Yeah.
Is this like an anthology or something? So a kid gets diarrhea. An uncircumcised boy asks a pregnant girl to. What does it matter that he's uncircumcised?
I was just gonna say that.
Well, that didn't sell me on this. I'm very confused by that.
So if he was circumcised, you would have bought it?
No. No, but if this is their best attempt at, hey, this is what happens in the movie, I'm good. I'm going to pass on that. Lots of features, though. A whole bunch of short films, audio commentary, and a ton of short films. Actually, I think the short films might actually outweigh the runtime of the movie. Yeah, it does. That's crazy. Weird, but this almost reads like, well, we talked about AI a lot today, but it almost reads like AI is like, watch the movie, and this is the plot it came up with.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay. Well, I hope it's good if you bought it.
Well, if it's a uncontrollable diarrhea, uncircumcised girl, and all that shit, maybe that's why they call it cleaners. There's a lot of diarrhea. Maybe the movie's just diarrhea.
Maybe the movie's diarrhea. Let's just finish up this top here.
Yeah.
Art label, Cracking Up. I can't tell if this is new or old. It's not selling very well. It's from 1994. What is this about? Let's find out. Danny Gold is hilarious on stage and a nightmare everywhere else. He brings the intensity of a Lenny Bruce performance to every aspect of his life. Friendships, work, love, sex, and amphetamine abuse. Danny crashes through the Lower East Side like a human wrecking ball, leaving a path of ruined relationships and burnt bridges in his wake. Every success makes him more intent on self-destruction, and no one can stop watching or laughing. Huh.
Hmm.
This might be one of those movies that people know. Like it's like a very well-known kind of indie classic, but it's not. It's not something I'm gonna 100% go out and want to own. What do you think, Tombone?
Yeah, same. If it's on TV somewhere, maybe I'd watch it because there's a couple of names in there that I like. But yeah, I don't really need to own it. I don't think.
Let me know in the chat if you guys know this film. If it's like a well-known kind of indie comedy. I'm not familiar with it myself, so I can't speak too much on it. Which Wishman set is better? That's a good question. I would always lean towards, for me, Deadly Weapons and Double Agent 73 and The Immoral 3 are my favorite of the Doris Wishman films. So I would always steer towards Twilight Years. But this is the one that has Let Me Die a Woman. And Love Toy sucks. You don't have to watch them, but those top three are the most fun Doris movies, in my opinion. But then if you really want like the exploitation history movies, you go for Moonlight Years because it's got Bad Girls Go to Hell, Another Day, Another Man, Too Much, Too Often. Those are classic 60s, early New York grindhouse sexploitation type movies. That's where I would steer you towards. John says, anyone know the deal with the yellow disc with their partner labeled title Blonde Death? So let me look at that real quick. I think that's sold out, but let's see. Yeah, that's sold out, but they had a flexi disc like record, which people were telling me yesterday was like a rubber, rubber record, and it kind of plays, but it sounds like shit. But that's all gone.
Oh.
All you have now is the standard. But apparently people know this movie and they love it, and it's like a well-loved SOV. Are you familiar with that one, Blonde Death?
No. I totally went right over it. I saw. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't look at the new titles, so let's pick one of the new titles. You know what? Actually, we didn't even really take a look at Little Darlings. So let's give you the plot synopsis here for those of you who are unfamiliar. In the fleeting summer days of 1980, 15-year-old girls Ferris and Angel attend Camp Little Wolf outside of Atlanta, Georgia, as an escape from the city. Coming from different walks of life, with the privileged Ferris at odds with the scrappy, streetwise Angel, the two immediately end up in a disagreement during their bus ride to camp, which is only exacerbated by their lodging accommodations once they arrive, bunking next to one another. Fueled by their competitive peers, the two enter into a contest to see who will lose their virginity first. Angel to camper from the other side of the lake, Randy, played by Matt Dillon, or Ferris to camp counselor Gary, Armand Asante. Yes, and he is an adult. Through the trial, the two learn as much about each other as they do themselves. Actually, they don't really learn anything about each other, turning a ribald competition into budding days of friendship. Spoiler alert, they don't really become friends till the end, so I don't really get that. We talked about the special features. It's a sweet movie. It's a fun little summer camp movie, but it's very much I wouldn't go as far as say it's a Nickelodeon movie, but it feels like a Nickelodeon movie, except there's the girls want to have sex, but and there's the no bra thing, which is odd to me. But
I honestly don't remember that, the no bra thing, and I watched it.
I didn't either until I rewatched it, and I was like, ooh, yeah, that's a little weird. But
yeah,
I'm not. I hate to say some people like that, but unfortunately, that is the case.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about the subscription. Tony's made the wise choice to not continue. But you have to hold strong for 5 more days. I think you will.
Hey, if somebody wants to pay for it, they can. I'm all for that. But I tried that last year. I said, if you pay for my subscription, I'll review everything in the box. Nobody took me on it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
They could all put their money together. It doesn't have to be one lump sum. No, I'm not trying to get somebody to do that.
We'll get a Kickstarter together for you. Caveman says, interview with Jeremy Allen White said the one remaining brother had no creative input. He requested they express the love they had for each other. Oh, okay. So I mean, I guess if the brother was like, I don't need to be in it, then I guess then that makes sense. I'm okay with that. But I was like, man, what the fuck, dudes? You left me out. That would feel really bad for him, but he was fine. Okay, so January, we won't go into details here with we have already, but I do want to talk about February real quick because I watched Phase 4 and all of films had put it out. I had the disc of that, and it had been a while since I'd seen it, and part of me was like, did I even watch it? I don't remember. So after watching it, yes, I do recall it, and I don't need that on UHD. I gave it 3 stars. You can. I'm on Letterboxd. If you are, follow me there. I review everything I watch and that I don't even talk about here. Phase 4 is a 3-star movie for me. It's an interesting science fiction film, but the most fascinating thing is how they filmed those little ants doing things. I don't know what fucking lenses they use, but that's pretty fascinating stuff. But do you want to see ants in 4K, like close-ups of ants in 4K? If that's a yes, then Phase 4 is something you'll be interested in. But and the ending is abrupt and weird, so it's. I wouldn't say it's an amazing movie, but I know it has its fans. I know it'll sell well, but for me, it's a 3-star movie.
I've never seen it.
I don't know that you'd like it, Tony. It's it's one of those really talky science fiction movies where scientists just kind of sitting around saying, well, how do we stop the ants? Well, let's try this. That's not working. Let's try this. It is compelling, and it's an interesting watch, but for me, it just doesn't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's the bummer. Let's talk about March, because there's a movie on here that people are like, holy fuck, I can't believe they put this out.
I have to go to the bathroom real quick.
Go ahead. That's what you got to do. All right, so Singapore Sling on Blu-ray for the first time, exclusively restored by Vinegar Syndrome. This movie is in a very, very watchable version on YouTube. By the way, yes. Thank you, Caveman. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. I appreciate you guys hanging out. It supports the channel. I appreciate all your support and your hang time. Go watch it on YouTube. Singapore Sling. Just look up Singapore Sling full movie, something like that. It's on here. I think the director's son put it out, so it's not like, I mean, probably when this comes out, there might be an issue with it. But if you're considering subscribing, TBYB the fuck out of this first, because you're getting this if you're subscribing. I haven't seen it, so 100%. I did scan through it. It's a beautiful looking black and white movie. So I was like, oh wow, black and white. I love black and white. I'm a sucker for anything black and white. But everybody kept saying that's a really fucked up movie. It's a really fucked up movie. So I did some research. Why is it so fucked up? Well, it's apparently this is if you've ever seen the movie Island of Death by Mastorakis, you'll kind of have an idea. That movie's fucked up. This movie's fucked up too. It's about a detective who gets kidnapped. I'm not gonna give away too much because I haven't seen it, so I'm not giving away what happens really, but just the plot synopsis as far as I know. This guy gets kidnapped, and he gets by a mother and daughter. He's on a case. He's looking for a missing person or whatever. He gets kidnapped by a mother and daughter, and they proceed to torture him for the whole movie. Torture includes getting pissed on, I think he gets pooped on, and he gets thrown up on, And one review one said there's vomit play. That was it for me. That's a no-go. Vomit play. I just said a little fucking, let's say, Little Nightmares. Little Darlings. The food fight scene grossed me out. Vomit? No. Even a little, the golden shower stuff is gross, but it's not 100% deal breaker. The shit is a deal breaker. The vomit play is a deal breaker. There's like incest stuff with the mother and daughter. But I mean, that doesn't really mean anything because they're not actually mother and daughter. But anything bodily fluids, no. Even just thinking about it is like grossing me out. So I'm a pass on Singapore Sling. And that certainly does not make me want to subscribe because then I would have that and I would have to find a way to get rid of it. So I will not be watching Singapore Sling, but if you want to, it is on YouTube. It's a really good looking quality of it, for better or worse. TBYB, my friends, you have been warned. Let me close the poll here and see what everybody thinks about Little Darlings. Wow, this is interesting. Little Darlings, 50. It's a little split, but it's leaning towards no. 59% say no, 40% say yes. And now I think it's because the people love the movie and are getting it just based on nostalgia alone. But I might pick it up, but I don't really like that cover, so I'm in no hurry at all to grab that one. So yeah, I will not be doing that. Little Darlings, we'll see how it sells. We'll keep an eye on it. I mean, it's got 8, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. 8K. We'll see what happens at the end of the day. That's it for polls for today. I will put up more polls tomorrow. I am thinking of what else to watch for tomorrow's review. I couldn't find Corpse Mania anywhere. And this is the only other one that I was interested in. Intrepidos Punks might be on YouTube, but I'm not sure. Tony, you missed my description of Singapore Sling. All I'm going to say is it involves vomit play. Are you a fan of that?
No. Vomit play.
Yeah. Nasty, right? No, thanks. Leave it to Vinegar Syndrome to find these movies. Bumpy says, sounds awful. Yeah. Yeah, it's a rough one, man. I hadn't watched the whole movie, so I can't speak for the rest of the movie, being good. Apparently, and I did some research. The director thought he was making a comedy.
Well, is that supposed to be like a sexual thing? Vomit play?
I guess so. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, teach their own, but I don't want to. That's one thing I'm not into.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, because a lot of people were talking about the dinner table scene, which I can only imagine. Like, I was grossed out by the little Darlings food fight. So anything that like regurgitate. Oh God, no. Ugh, no, thanks. Thanks for putting that under those Vinegar Syndrome, because now I don't feel. I have no remorse about not subscribing. Not that I did, but I talked about this with TC yesterday. If they had put, hey, 2023, we're putting out, Showgirls, we're putting out Existence, Daryl, like all their heavy hitters, I think people would be like, oh shit, this is a great year, I'll subscribe. But they hinted at like Arnold, which no one had ever heard of, really, and some other movies that are just completely random. So why don't they actually give titles that people want? Even say, oh, we're doing the Prophecy trilogy. Oh shit, cool. I feel like, don't you think that would work more in their favor, Tony, to actually reveal titles people want?
Yeah, like none of this, like the secret titles are kind of always, But like, yeah, I mean, Severn's not really quiet about things. They're just like, yeah, this is what we're putting out. And it's just like, oh,
no,
okay.
This year they've at least for 2024. I mean, they've already hinted that we're going to get the not that they have a subscription, but just in terms of companies, they're putting out the Bruce Lee box set. They're going to put out a box set. God, what did they call it? Of Spain horror movies. I forget what the name was right now. There's a ton of titles that they've leaked. Like, hey, this is stuff that's coming in the future, and it's most people are really excited about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But Vomit play movies and telling us magical Hong Kong movies, which could have already been released by Eureka or 88 Films. Yeah, does not sell me.
Yeah. Not at all.
No, not at all. All right, gang. I guess that's it for day 2. We're looking at a 6-String Samurai. Will 6-String Samurai sell out in 23 hours? No, it will not.
No. That wouldn't sell out if. How many copies are left? Like over 1,000,000?
I don't know, but there's 10,000 units in general, and I'm guessing it probably only sold 3,000.
Oh my God, 10,000 units.
Yep.
Wow.
It's not gonna sell out. But we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. I think everything here is over 1,000. So, we'll check back tomorrow morning and we'll see if anything dropped under 1,000 or it completely sold out. But I'm gonna guess no. I'm gonna take a big fat guess that these guys will be back the same lineup for next year. Because if you wanted them and you're a Vinegar Syndrome person, you have them already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you got them and sold them off or whatever.
I'm guilty of selling stuff off and then like wishing I didn't do it, and then when a big sale comes, I end up buying it again. Not like all the time, but I've done it. I've done it like once or twice.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, it happens. It's
like
regret.
Surf 2. I wish I didn't get rid of it.
Oh wow!
I bought the last copy. I think I was the last one of the last 3 at least.
Jeez. Stansound says they had 6-String Samurai for $14 during summer subscriber week, I think. I wonder how many copies they managed to get rid of. Really? I don't remember that. That's kind of nuts.
Wow.
That's kind of nuts.
Makes
And
you think just wait till summer then.
Thank you, Edward. Yes, 976 now currently left on tick. So this one has dropped below 1,000. I hope it sells out. This is absolutely the best one here. And it's got the best cover too. This is great artwork. With the one and only Clint Howard.
They should have a Clint Howard box set.
They should. The
flower pot.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what could we name something for Clint Howard.
Well, I was gonna say the Clint box, but
that would sell.
That really works. Mm-hmm.
You know what though? They sell the clip box, and nobody would be able to find it.
Yeah. But we would keep looking.
Yeah.
Pub Viking, good point. There are a lot of new Vinegar people, so this definitely appeals to them. But if they look at reviews or if they look at public opinion, I think that's certainly going to steer them in certain directions. From the old hands who've been through the shit, as they say. Some people will pick up Little Johnny's because it's number 1 in a sub-label, like comic book number 1s often sell pretty well to speculators, says John Public. I agree. That probably will sell a bit. But, most people, are put off by weirdo covers too. And I think I don't say most, but there are a lot of people who are just box people. We'll see. I mean, if it sells out, it sells out. I'm in no hurry to get it. And the sooner this one is gone, then we get the regular one, which will hopefully have a. I mean, how could you not even be able to use the poster? You know what I mean? Like, just put the poster on it. Like that's you. I'm sorry, you're contracted. I don't care what the actors say. We paid you to be in this movie. We're putting you on the fucking poster. We're selling this movie. You're on the fucking poster. That's weird to me.
Yeah.
This is the strangest thing I ever heard, man. But
yeah, it's like the movies we're selling the movie. And you're all throughout the movie. What's the difference if you're a drawing on a cover?
John says he thinks that ticks will come back cheaper during the UHD sale. I don't know. I don't remember that last year if they repeated movies. I mean, they might have done Sixth String 3 times, but I don't think ticks will come back. We'll see. That'll be Friday. I don't think it'll return. Let's take a look at what we have coming up tomorrow, though. Wednesday, $15 Blu-ray slips and VSA yet again. I'm guessing partner label heavy. Most likely a lot of Altered Innocence because they're leaving. And guess what we found out today? I don't know if you guys have been on the forums, but AGFA is not leaving. It is not leaving. I don't know who started that rumor. I heard it first on Aaron's channel. They were reporting it. Aaron Pinn's channel, but AGFA is not leaving. Only Altered Innocence is leaving, which I'm fine with. I never really bought anything from them anyway. But AGFA was one of my favorites, so that was a real crushing blow to have them go. So I'm glad they're still here. They just took January off, guys. That's all there was.
Well, so why did they leave though? Is there a reason why they leave? Like, do we know?
I've heard, and I don't want to speak out of school here, but I know people who have partnered with them in the past, and that the deal with OCN isn't great percentage wise, and then they're only allowed to release one movie at a time, and I think they can't do one every month or something like that. So it was very restrictive to what they wanted to do. So I'm guessing that's the same thing with Altered Innocence.
I see.
But the rumor is that TerraVision is picking them up. So maybe TerraVision is becoming the new Vinegar Syndrome.
I love TerraVision, but I'm not going to buy any Altered Innocence titles. No. It's not for me.
No. But if there's an audience who likes it, then that would be the place to go.
Sure.
I am hearing Culture Shock is taking a bit of a break. That one title they announced, I believe, hasn't even shipped yet. So I'm not sure what's going on with Culture Shock. But I wish them well.
They've been quiet for a while. I was actually wondering, like, did they leave? Like, how come we haven't seen anything new from them?
Oh well, they're gone. They've partnered with TerraVision, but they've announced one title and then it went quiet. So we'll see what happens there.
Well, TerraVision still has I didn't mean to cut you off, but they still have of mine that I ordered 4 of them. I'm still waiting for to get finished and done. Slashers, Wood Chipper Massacre, The Jar, and one other. I can't remember what it is, but those we're still waiting for those to come in. I guess it's got to be a pain in the ass, we get pictures of what might look like, and then it comes out, and usually it does look like it. Like Vinegar Syndrome must have their hands super busy all the time.
Oh yeah,
I don't envy them. That's for sure.
Not at all. I mean, this is a lot of work that they're putting into this stuff. So absolutely.
I would rather wait for a good cover. Say, hey, you know what? We're having some trouble with this cover. It's going to be a little longer. So we want to give you a good cover, not put it out just to make the money.
Absolutely. I think I think people would have respected that and be like, you know what, that's fine.
Yeah.
Especially, hey, show us the cover, and then put up a poll. We can release it, but this is the cover we'd go with. 100% people would probably say no thanks. We'll wait.
Yeah.
I think that would have been an interesting way to go about it. Or actually, that's kind of a fun thing for subscribers. That would have been an added bonus. Hey, subscribers, you get to help us decide on the artwork. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But you and do it like a Patreon thing. Like, look, this is a private thing. This is just for you guys. Don't leak this. But
Right.
I mean, it'll happen. It'll still happen.
Yeah.
Or it's titles that they've announced. Hey, this is the cover for whatever Singapore Sling. You guys, we're debating between these two. You help us vote. Which ones would you like on your shelf?
Right.
I think that'd be an added bonus to subscribing.
Hell yeah. Actually have some input into the creating process. That'd be great.
Right. You're investing. It's like taking out stock in a company. You get to have a say and you get to help. Hey guys, this is what we chose, and I don't know. I think that would have been kind of a neat little thing. But
yeah, that would have been cool.
And it's no extra added thing. I mean, beyond the fact that you have to create 2 artworks, but I'm sure they have multiple artworks that they decide between. I can't imagine they go. I mean, some of them they're like, I'm sure with televised chair they're like, oh fuck, we should have gotten a second one. All right, fine, we'll go with it.
Yeah. I hope this wasn't the second one they went with.
Yeah, like, gosh, this is the one that captures the feel of it. All right, tomorrow, Wednesday, $15 Blu-ray slips. We'll see what we get.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's some interesting stuff. Also, one VSL. I'm not as excited about that because the VSLs went from being classic black and white movies, which is absolutely my jam, and I would buy all of those things. But even though Kuruku, whatever the fuck it's called, Kusururu, was color, but you know what I mean, like an old monster movie kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then they turned into this weird foreign movie stuff, and then it lost to me. I love foreign movies and I love weird things, but I was not a fan of the Apocalypse box set, and I did not like the British comedy one, the Fish Heads one. I was not a fan of that one either. So the thing that was, I believe, hinted might be not one I'm interested in. I forget the name of the movie, but I think it's Polish or something.
Oh.
So I'm like, I don't know. But it'll be a VSL, and we'll check it out. Thursday it would be kind of a meh day because it's a merch day. Not necessarily the highlight of the sale. What do you think, Tony? You excited for merch day?
No. I mean, no. I'm not. I was gonna try to say like, oh yeah, maybe there's some cool designs, but like I don't buy any of it. I mean, no.
Yeah.
I have enough shirts that I don't wear.
Yeah, exactly. I had to cut back on my shirt purchasing, in general. And then Friday is a VSP, which is it is a newer movie that they've had a hand in producing. So keep that in mind. And then at one VSA, and then Saturday the last Cinematograph, which is most likely Good Bar. And if it isn't at this point, I don't know. I have no idea what it could be. But yeah, Little Darlings. It is an interesting choice. And will it sell 8,000 copies before the end of the year? We will see. But if you wanted to wait for a sale, I believe you'll have to wait for Black Friday. You might be able to get it for halfway if they allow it. But sometimes their cutoff keeps pushing back and back and back. But at least for Black Friday, start making your list and check it twice, and you can add it then.
Yeah.
All right, Tony, that's a wrap, my friend. Thank you for joining me. Are you up for tomorrow as well?
Yeah, I believe so. As long as my my kid isn't sick. He was kind of coughing and stuff last night, and he seemed okay to go to school today. But I'll find out how he is when he comes home. But I'd say even if he's here, I should be okay.
Okay, great. Okay, I'll send you the link, and then we may or may not see Tonebone.
It's about a
tomorrow.
90% chance I'll be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Last few comments from the chat before we sign off. Remember, before you leave a thumbs up as a thank you, and hope to see you tomorrow for part 3. John says, looking forward to Gator Bait from TV. I am as well. I'm looking forward to that. It's been a while since I've seen those. Those are fun little movies. John says, I actually liked Six String despite the annoying kid, but I know most don't. I think it'll be around. Oh, yeah. It'll be around. Vince says, I wish they would put out more obscure Universal horror. That's what I was really hoping VSL would be.
Yeah.
But, hopefully they go back to that. I already stopped. I was like, okay, I'm not completionist on this. I'm done, sadly. Stan says, I got Cyber Vengeance yesterday. Pretty sure it's a horrible movie, but I'm hoping it's so bad it's good. Too bad Cynthia isn't in it. Yeah, no, she ain't in it. No. Robert Davi's in it, sort of, for a little bit.
Oh, so yeah.
You'll see him.
He's the main villain.
Yeah.
And I said this in the past, there's actually a sequel to it. So maybe we'll get that in the future.
Maybe.
It's not a great movie, but I think Davi saves it.
He's great. Even he's great in anything. But that movie, not for me. All right, Tombo, let's call it a day.
Yeah.
Sorry, were you gonna say something?
No, I was gonna say, it's not a great movie.
No.
It's back in those times where they virtual reality and shit, and everybody was obsessed with it. So it's like it's really gonna be cringe if you watch it.
Yeah, super cringe.
Yeah.
Gosh, man. All right. Thank you for joining me. I love you just the way you are. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful 2024. If we never meet again, I wish you the best, and I hope your life is satisfying and remarkable. Tony, any final thoughts?
Nope.
I think the best way to end it is by referencing one of our favorite films of all time. That's the classic Killer Birds movie. You know which one I'm talking about, Tony?
Beaks.
Yeah. Y'all ready?